When the first round of Oculus headsets came out, there was a statement that came out from one of the developers that said, "You will never need to connect your Facebook account to Oculus. We want people to have as many options as possible." And today we have determined that that was a lie, because apparently now you are going to need a Facebook account to use future Oculus headsets. And there are a lot of people who are very aggravated by this new decision, and rightfully so. This is a Verge article. You will need a Facebook account to use future Oculus headsets. Support for separate Oculus accounts will end in 2023. Oculus will soon require all of its virtual reality headset users to sign up with a Facebook account. The Facebook-owned company says it will start removing support for separate Oculus accounts in October, although users can maintain an existing account until January 1st, 2023. All users can maintain a distinct VR profile with a separate friends list. To use a virtual reality headset, you now need an account with one of the worst social media platforms. I mean, they literally are developing AI to target what they deem as hateful memes. Did they really think that this was going to go well? Did they really think that no one would be opposed to these changes? Because they came out with a statement like they didn't care. Like they thought everyone was going to be happy and they weren't going to get any pushback, when in reality, they are getting a lot of pushback on, social media accounts on Twitter and also their own platform, Facebook. Starting later this year, you will only be able to sign up for an Oculus account through Facebook. If you already have an account, you will be prompted to permanently merge your accounts. If you don't, you will be able to use the headset normally until 2023, at which point official support will end. Old headsets using non-linked accounts will still work, but some games and applications may no longer function. That is awful to say. Well, you technically don't have to use an account. You don't have to connect a Facebook account. But, unfortunately for you, games that you pay for and applications you might care about will no longer function. Developers can keep using an unlinked developer account without social functionality, and the Oculus for Business platform uses a separate login process that will remain unchanged. People shouldn't be forced to use Facebook or to connect their headsets to Facebook. They should be offering more choices to consumers and not taking a step back, and I feel like that's what this is really about. They are taking a huge step in the wrong direction. As someone that is always looking into buying things like VR headsets, I'm always looking for a deal, and I would never buy an Oculus now because they're forcing you to use a different social media account. I will never buy an Oculus now. They have lost me a potential customer because of this decision. Facebook also says that all future unreleased Oculus devices will require a Facebook login, even if you've got a separate account already. The company is widely expected to announce a new version of its Oculus Quest headset this fall, and that policy would likely apply to it. Oh, even if you've used an account for years and you bought a new headset and you want to use that old account, well, that sucks because now you can't. We will not allow you that option. I mean, why did they think that this was a good idea? The new changes apparently consolidate Facebook's management of its platforms. A new privacy policy will be administered by Facebook itself, not the separate Facebook Technologies hardware subsidiary, and Facebook will manage all decisions around use, processing, retention, and sharing of your data. That's why a lot of people don't want this change to happen. Oculus will also adopt Facebook's core community standards, rather than use a separate code of conduct, and Facebook will add a new VR-focused section to its standards. A single login also slightly simplifies launching experiences like Horizon, the social VR world that Facebook announced last year. Facebook has been slowly integrating Oculus platform after buying the company back in 2014. In late 2019, it added new VR social features requiring a Facebook account and began using data gathering through Oculus in ads. The division shared information well before that, a fact that has concerned critics of Facebook data collecting practices. In 2018, Facebook confirmed that it could do things like ban linked spam accounts across the platforms, but it has denied invasive tracking of users' behavior. And while Facebook's targeted advertising has drawn criticism, it's not rolling out any new ads on the Oculus platform In 2018, Facebook confirmed that it could do things like ban linked spam accounts across the platforms, but it has denied invasive tracking of users' behavior. And while Facebook's targeted advertising has drawn criticism, it's not rolling out any new ads on the Oculus platform right now. This new policy removes a final layer of separation between Oculus and Facebook accounts, though, and it forces anyone who's not on the core Facebook service to finally sign up. Now, Facebook has dealt with a ton of privacy accusations in the past, as this article kind of talks about, but they need to prove why the consolidation is needed, and they need to prove that having the accounts separate takes up some exponentially high amount of resources compared to them being separate. If they show the resource management isn't astronomically high when keeping them separate, then they're full of shit. And I'll say what I did at the beginning of the video. People should be allowed more choices, and Facebook, by doing this, is really taking a big step in the wrong direction. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you own an Oculus headset? Or if you ever got the chance to purchase an Oculus headset, would you pass now specifically because of these changes? If you enjoyed this video though, please make sure to give it a like and share it if you found it important. And of course, if you did not, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.